Today, we're gonna show you how to get 2,000 gallons of DI water for under $2. Welcome back to the channel. So today's what we're gonna discuss is all 100% about DI water. When I first came to the business, Joel wasn't running with DI water. We started running with DI water January, February. Huge impact on our business. My recommendation to any new detailers out there or any old detailers out there, DI water should be in your top 3 essential.
The first benefit of DI water, obviously, is reduced or zero water spotting because you are using spot-free water with no minerals in it, technically. Second advantage is anything that you dilute, whether it's all-purpose cleaner, degreasers, window cleaners, etc., those are all going to be DI as well. Another benefit is the foam cannons. All the minerals that we have that kind of get clogged up here and there through all of your fittings, they kind of have it has an impact on your foam cannons, on the orifices openings themselves, for your pressure washers, as well as the tips. There's been so many times where my pressure washer tips have been so calcified where I had to go through with a sewing needle just to remove all the calcium or leave them in vinegar overnight. But with DI water, you don't have to worry about any of that. We first started with DI water at the beginning of the year. It has always been recommended to me from other detailers, from pro detailers. I ran rinseless for quite some time and I was using distilled water, so I kind of had an idea of the benefits. As far as going full DI, I should have incorporated it. I would have said maybe about 3 years ago when I started using full pressure washers or water hose. Whenever I'm saturating the full vehicle, I should have been using DI water. Knowing what I know now, the DI water probably would have been number one or number 2 on my top 3 list, unless I was doing a rinseless process for my detailing essentials.
Hey guys, like Joel was saying, all the pro detailers were saying, you get DI water, you need DI water. So I came back, I started researching and looking, and I came back to Joel and I said, hey, this man Luke Wilson from Luke Wilson Auto Detailing, this man says get the DI water. So Joel said, okay, we gotta try it. My man Wilson also said, you're not gonna know what you're missing until you have it. And boy, was he right. So from my man Luke, this is already the 2nd gem that he hit us with. And if you want some more of these gems, click on the link below about his training, September 15th, stop sleeping, sign up, get your learning on.
So DI water I knew once I used it that it was very, very, very pivotal to the business. I knew it was gonna free us up with a whole bunch of different operational tasks, meaning that we would be able to possibly jump into another area of detailing as the water is drying, so we're no longer wasting that time drying. I don't have to be in such a hurry when I'm drying. I don't have to have a bunch of towels to make sure that everything's getting dried properly the first time. Also, we were able to use our blower at a more, I would say at a more precise setting, opposed to actually trying to get the larger panels. We'd be able to kind of take more time and get the intricate areas of the honeycomb areas around the door handles, things of that nature. So with the DI water, it freed us up to be able to do different tasks, and it allows us to work faster. Before the DI water, that wasn't even the case. We were literally, it was a panic. As soon as that sun was out and we were working and there was water on the surface, it was a panic to get this stuff dried, to get it as dry as possible. If it dries, you're getting a water spot. And if you're getting a water spot, you're pulling the polisher out. You're pulling the polisher out, it's more time. The reason I didn't pull the trigger early with the DI unit, when Sal came in, he mentioned it. He said, hey, you ever thought about DI water? And I told him most of the cons that were associated with getting a DI system. First, they're usually bulky. They're usually multi-filtered. So they're taking up a lot of space. As you guys know, I like to run really compact, really small, really space efficient. I don't like to have a bunch of big bulky stuff, and I didn't want another component hanging onto my water system in my van because, as you guys know, I run a gravity fed system. I see people all the time talking about their pumps are going out. They're on their third, fourth, fifth pump this year. I didn't want a pump. I didn't want any additional pumps, anything additional coming out of my water lines, anything additional hooked up to my water lines that could possibly leak, need additional hardware, maybe have to be redirected and relocated in my van. I wanted all that to stay the same. So we found a solution. Also, I didn't want to pay for the resin. So we found the perfect solution. We're gonna show you guys this. We've been using it since February. We're able to take this unit not only with us on site, so if we're using the customer's water, we have DI water, but we actually hook it up to our home here, fill it up, and then take it on site wherever else we're going. We also use it to dilute all of our chemicals. So it's a win-win for us, and you don't have to change the resin. This is the only system that we found that was accommodating to our needs, as well as having a regeneration system. And today we're gonna walk you through that regeneration step. So what we have here is our DI system. This system here, we're actually doing a backwash to flush out all of the sediment and all of the minerals and calcium that's set into the resin. What this does is it's gonna incorporate salt, which is $1 a pound. So this filtration system to backwash it is gonna cost you $2 because they want you to fill it up with 2 pounds of salt. The water will be backwashed in with the salt into the DI system resin. What's gonna happen is all the sediment is gonna float to the top with the salt, and it's gonna be flushed out, therefore leaving regenerated resin on the inside. So this is, in our opinion, the most compact, effective water DI system out there for compatibility and transport ease, but also economically. Pro Plus Aqua. We have hooked up is we have a brine hose. So we have the brine hoses hooked up from the filter. The filter was removed out of the filtration canister and filled with salt. The water from our normal line is coming in through here. It's going to fill up here, dissolve, head through the brine hose into the resin itself inside the tank. Then it's going to separate, float to the top, and be flushed out. This is a 30-minute process. This brine is going to go through, make its way through the resin, and separate all the sediment, all the calcium, and all the minerals to the surface to be washed out. This is saving us approximately $100 every time we need to switch out resin. We're not paying for shipping of a heavy product. We're not paying for the resin itself, and we're not paying to ship or to dispose of the old resin. So if you're looking for a quick, effective way to get DI water that you can transport, that you can hook up with ease of use, and that's not going to be super bulky and take up a ton of space, I would highly recommend this. We're going to link it in the description below, so check it out. And if you guys are in need of some DI water, definitely look into this guy here.
What we have going on is our water line going straight into our salt solution. From the salt solution, it's going from this salt solution, following this line, the brine hose, going straight into the DI tank. What it's doing here, it's going here, and from here, it's flushing all the resin and all the contaminants that are in here. And it's kicking it out through this hose here. This process takes anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. Is this gonna give us 2,000 gallons of DI water for under $2. So there you have it. That's how you get 2,000 gallons of clean DI water for under $2. Pro Aqua Plus. Check it out in the description below. Get it, you need it, check us out.